There's a drug out there that renders you powerless, robs you of your free will, and turns you into a zombie. And it's not tramadol. Let's talk about it. Jerome, a Ghanaian content creator, recently shared a story about how he got robbed on his way back from school around Achimota, Accra.
I closed from school and I was heading back home, and I got somewhere around the Achimota roundabout, okay, and I was going to pick a car home. And I was walking, and this man walks up to me as like, "Do I know somewhere called Chapel Station?" I told him I do not know. I even kept on walking, like I wasn't even minding him.
Jerome explained that he didn't know the place the man was trying to locate. But then the man pointed to another person walking nearby and asked Jerome to help him ask the stranger for directions.
And also, this man just get closer to me and touched me, and he was like, "Oh, he begs. He's like from a far place, and his wife is pregnant, and he has some money for his wife's treatment, and he's scared that people will actually steal it because he has said that people around here still." And I said that where you are trying to like tell me to direct you to, I did not know the place, so find someone else. And then there was another person on like the other lane walking, and he said I should ask that person, not knowing he and the person are working together. There are a lot of them like in that same area, okay?
Of course, Jerome agreed. So Jerome approached the stranger and asked. The stranger said, yeah, I know the place, so I will show you the way. Now, here's where it gets interesting. Even though the stranger knew the place the man wanted to go, the man still insisted that Jerome followed them because he was scared and too afraid to walk alone. So he insisted that, please accompany me. If you like, I am so scared I could literally die.
And I was like, okay, sure. So I asked this person, like, do you know where the Chaco station is? He was like, yes, he knows where like it is. And I was like, okay, now you can follow him and go. And this man like holds me and get like closer to me. I was like, Patron Miss Ro, like me like me trust you be what I'm saying.
So Jerome escorted him, and as they walked, the man kept instructing Jerome to keep moving forward, almost like he didn't want him thinking too much about the decisions he was making.
And I was like, you know what, okay, this man genuinely looks scared, like let me just follow him to where this man is leading him to. So I followed him to where the man directed us to, and then we got to the place. Man, the whole time we were walking, the man that was looking for like the directions kept on telling me to move forward. I don't know why, but he kept on saying move forward. No problem. So when I move forward, then the other one that was leading us to the place will come here and tell me that I should tell the man that he should be careful with like if he has, money or anything money or like anything on him, he should just be careful. I was like, okay, sure. So like during like the whole process of us going to like the place, I'll walk back and walk like forward, like trying to like communicate between the two people. No problem. So we finally got to the place, and I was like, okay, now I found the place. Like, I'm leaving. I was like, oh, Mr. Patrol train. Like, bro, I don't know what actually made me wait, but like I waited.
The man wanted to thank Jerome for his kindness, so he offered to give him a diamond. An actual diamond. Can you imagine somebody who claims that his wife is in labor wants to give you a diamond? He is not in a hurry to go. He wants to give you a diamond. That wasn't suspicious, and Jerome did not have the instinct to run. Something is off. You get back to that, remember? Get back to that. Of course, growing up, every Ghanaian child was taught that when you shouldn't take things from strangers. So Jerome did not want to take the diamond from this stranger, but the man insisted.
And I waited for this man to come back. He came back and then he was all like, Pacho, like where he come from, like when you're traveling and then you get like someone to help you, you do not leave like the person alone, you have to avoid the person. So he claimed he had a piece of diamond to give me, and I was like, Pacho, like man, like I'm not really interested, like you got your place. And also this one removes the diamond, the so-called diamond. It looked like a white rock, and he wrapped it on my chin and on my hair.
Jerome suddenly became unusually cooperative, and without resisting, he willingly gave the man everything he had: his money, his phone, even his passwords, everything. Well, not everything, because he didn't give the man his laptop, mostly because the laptop was in his bag and it was hidden. So the man did not ask him to give him his laptop. So the laptop is actually safe.
Guys, I don't know how one thing led to another. I gave this man my Momo pin, I gave this man my phone, I gave this man my phone password, I gave this man my RGB light, I gave him my transportation money, and everything, almost literally like everything I had with me. Luckily, they didn't even take my laptop because my laptop was in the bag and everything.
After taking his belongings, the man took Jerome to the roadside where he picked a car. It wasn't until 10 minutes into his journey that Jerome realized that, oh shit, I've been robbed.
So when he finished with like all these things, he led me to like go and take my car. So he led me to where I'll take my car. I entered the car and I got about, let's say, 10 minutes away from where I picked the car. And that was where like everything cleared from my eyes up and just made me realize that, wait, what the fuck just actually happened? I checked my bag and my phone wasn't there. It was just an empty phone case with a rock. And this is so crazy because, mind you, like I wouldn't even give like my phone to a stranger. Like you guys should actually think about it, guys. Like I feel like these people are using like spiritual forces or like extra whatever to be able to do this. And my friend experienced the same thing the same day I experienced my own. His own was around Dansaman. He closed from work and he was going back home. And the same thing happened to him. His own, they told him to go and pick a delivery from the junction. Mind you, my friend is very antisocial and doesn't like to communicate with anybody. They told him to go and pick something from the junction. He's like, he will not go because he's not interested. One thing led to another. He gave these people his phone and his phone password. Like,
a lot of people hearing this story would theorize that this was something spiritual. Maybe he was hypnotized, or maybe Jerome is just too naive and fell for a petty trick. But I have a different theory. I don't think this happened because he was gullible or he was hypnotized. I don't even think it was spiritual. I think it happened because he was under the influence of a drug called Scopolamine, or the devil's breath. A drug that when administered in high doses can make you highly suggestive, confused, and even cause amnesia. It's basically a drug that turns you into a real-life zombie, minus the brain eating and the rotten flesh. It comes from a plant called burundanga, and it's mostly known for being common in Colombia. Now, here's how it works. Imagine your brain has a security guard, and like any serious security guard, his job is to look at situations and go,
hold up, wait a minute, something ain't right.
That security guard is what keeps you alert and gives you your instincts. Scopolamine basically walks into your brain and knocks out that security guard. So you're still awake, you still walk and talk normally, but up here you're gone. Your brain stops resisting, it stops asking questions, and when somebody asks you to give me your phone, your brain goes, I. And the interesting part is scopolamine doesn't only affect your decision-making skills, it also affects your memory. So victims can report seeing bits and pieces of what happened, but can't recall exactly why they did the things they did, or even filling blanks in their own memory. That's the devil's breath, ladies and gentlemen. Doesn't knock you out, doesn't turn you into a statue, doesn't have you dancing around, doesn't make you vibrate like a what vibrates? I don't know what vibrates, but it just controls you, doesn't do anything else, okay? And that is why it's one of the most scariest substances in the world till date. Now look, the only part of Jerome's story that doesn't correspond with Scopolamine's angle, with my scopolamine angle, is that when people usually talk about scopolamine, they say it's a powder. Criminals use it by basically blowing a powder in your face, like, you know those old Ghanaian movies and they are coming to do something to somebody, just pull up on you, you're hiding in some corner and just come, yeah, that's how they do it. That's how they do it. But he says this looked like a white stone. Was it rock or stone? I've forgotten. Either way, it was white. So how exactly does a white stone and a powder connect? I don't know about you, but if I was a criminal, I would try to cut corners, assuming that scopolamine is actually expensive. I don't know how much it costs, but if it is actually expensive in high doses, I wouldn't want to be wasting a lot just taking what I could from ordinary people walking on the streets. I wouldn't be blowing it in people's faces when I could just make them smell it or have it administered through skin contact and get the same result. I would mix it with wax or some substance and make it solid. That's if I was a criminal. Yeah, I am putting my mind in a criminal's body. Okay, thinking like a thief to catch the thief. Oh yeah, and by the way, scopolamine in small doses, medically, it can be used to cure motion sickness and nausea. But those are usually through skin patches. They have skin patches. You just apply it on your skin and it enters the bloodstream directly, and you just be cool. Slows down shit here and everything becomes cool. But in high doses, you just become an NPC in some zombie movie and just walk around and you do whatever anybody tells you. Vice actually did a documentary on it 13 years ago. You can check it out after the video. And fun fact, during the Cold War, the CIA actually tried using it as a truth serum to get, well, the truth out of people. But it didn't work because in as much as it makes you very cooperative, in that state you are also very highly delusional, so they couldn't rely on anything any of the participants said, so they stopped using it. So yeah, this video is to create awareness, and if there's anything to take away from this story, is that you don't owe any stranger any access to you. You can try to help someone on the way, but after you do what you can, let them go off on their own. Don't be trying to play good Samaritan. I'm the best Joe on the streets. You can count on me. I am Captain Planet. You are not Captain Planet. You are not Captain Planet. No. You are not. You are not Superman. Don't be following people around trying to bodyguard or protect them. You don't have any muscles. You know you don't have any muscles. Why are you following people around? Don't be doing that. Okay, protect yourself at all times. If you meet anybody on the streets and they're getting too close to you, trying to touch you some way, be trying to beg you, hold you, and well, that's my personal advice. I didn't see anything, but and I know this one our parents have been telling us since we were kids, but don't accept gifts from strangers on the street. Yeah, you don't know what this is. This might have not been even Scopolamine. It might have been magical. Who knows? I mean, who knows? It might have been magic. Who knows? And last but not the least, if you have an uncomfortable feeling about any person you meet on your way walking around, yeah, avoid that person. Usually, whatever your brain tells you first about an individual, it's mostly right, especially when your life is on the line. Don't want to see anybody robbed or anybody kidnapped or anybody. Yeah, so protect yourself at all times. This video was to raise awareness. My name is Liman. Subscribe to the channel and don't be a zombie. Alright, catch you on the flip side. Bye.